Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to this channel, my name is Rachel, and today I will be guiding you through meditation practice. So often when students come to me and express challenges with meditations, one of the things that they're finding the most challenging is really finding something to keep the mind anchored. So today we're going to do a bhavana, or a creative visualization meditation. And this practice can be very helpful in giving the mind something to do to stay present. So in a bhavana, you create a scene in your mind and you bring that scene to life. So you see it, you feel it, you hear it. The other thing that can result from a bhavana or creative visualization is some actual physiological effects. So if you create a scene that is very relaxing, you'll notice that the heart rate begins to slow down, the body begins to release, and the mind begins to quiet. So this is one of my favorite practices to do. And today, since it's spring break for many of us, we're going to go on a spring break of the mind. So our creative visualization today will be at the beach. For meditation, it's ideal to be seated. So that can be either on the floor, on a meditation cushion like I am today. You could also use a blanket or a pillow or a block if you have one. If there's any limitations in sitting on the floor, feel free to sit up on a chair or couch. And you can do this meditation lying down. You do want to stay awake though to get the most benefits from the meditation. So if you lie down, just make sure that you're comfortable, but maybe not in bed falling asleep. Once you're in your seat, just take a couple moments, maybe move a little from side to side until you can feel that place of relaxation. So finding a seat that allows the shoulders to soften away from the ears, where you can sit up nice and tall, lengthening energy up through the crown of the head. If you're sitting cross-legged, just make sure that the feet, the ankles, and the shins are comfortable. And you can do whatever is comfortable with the arms. So you can allow the palms to rest face down or face up on top of the thighs. And then when you find that place that feels both alert and relaxed, allow the eyelids to gently close over the eyes. And take 3 long breaths, inhaling through both nostrils and exhaling out the mouth. And maybe just as you begin to feel tension leave the body when you get on a plane heading towards a destination, allow those exhale breaths to begin to release tension from your body. Maybe you almost feel it sweeping away from the crown of the head all the way down the body into the earth. Find softness through the face. So if you're scrunching the eyes tight, can you loosen around the eyelids? Allow the jaw to be slightly parted, so the lips are still together, but you're not holding through the teeth. And allow the tongue to rest down towards the lower palate. And so for the next few moments, I give you permission to do nothing and to be right here. I'll let go of anything that came before this moment. And don't yet go running into anything that will come after this moment. Fully live this spring break of the mind. Be where you are. Take a couple more deep rounds of breath. Now, keeping the lips closed, but feeling the breath moving in the belly. Inhaling out, the belly expands like a balloon. Exhale, feeling it draw back towards the spine. And just starting with this intentional breath to draw you into the moment. And when we move into our meditation, you can release any control over the breath and just let it come as it does. Now you've arrived on the beach. And you're standing at the ocean's edge. Your heels are pressing into hot, dry sand, whereas your feet are pressing down into sand that's been softened by the water. So maybe you give your toes a little wiggle, digging them deeper into the sand. And as you stand there, you can feel the sun beating down on the body. The rays begin to warm the top of your head. And as you stand there longer, you feel the rays traveling from the top of the head down to the shoulders. And as the sun warms the shoulders, you feel tension melting away. The shoulders soften. The back body begins to expand. You feel that heat moving down into the chest. The sun warming the tops of the shoulders and then all the way down to the arms, through the palms, through the fingertips. The sun is warming the torso and the hips, the thighs, the knees, and all the way down through the soles of the feet. And then just when you're beginning to feel warm all through the body, you feel a gentle breeze as the waves of the ocean pull in. Maybe the hairs on the arms stand up and you take a sigh of relief. And then you allow your gaze to go up towards the sky. Maybe you see some seagulls circling up there. Now you can hear them. Their sound begins to mingle in your ears with the oceanic sound of the waves. Waves coming in, waves going out. Sometimes crashing, sometimes just a gentle pulling in and pulling out. Maybe you start to feel a little smile come onto the lips. And now you turn your gaze back down and out to the ocean and notice its expansiveness. It goes on forever. You see clear blue water, white-capped waves, an endless blue sky with puffy white clouds. And you feel a moment of connection with everything around you. You inhale, and you smell the salty water, the sand, maybe even some suntan lotion, a little tinge of coconut. And again, you smile and feel connected to everything. And then you begin to walk into the water, and the water is warm. You feel it enveloping the body, beginning from the feet. As you move further, continuing up to the knees, feeling the water beginning to wrap around the thighs, crawling up the hips. And then as you get a little further, you turn onto your back and you float on the water and gaze up towards the sky. You feel completely surrounded by and supported by the ocean. You're bobbing as if you're weightless. You can still hear the sounds of the waves crashing, the seagulls overhead, the sun warming the water around you, warming your body. And for the next few moments, you just continue to float. Sometimes you get a little closer to the sand and sometimes a little further out towards the edge of the ocean. Stay here for a while. Allow the water to keep you safe, knowing you'll never go too far out or too far in. And just taking joy from this moment of peace, from this connection to nature, from this little vacation from your day-to-day cares and concerns. Now the water begins to drift you back towards the beach. You rise up and begin to walk onto the sand, noticing the texture of the wet sand right at the ocean's edge. And as you walk further up the beach, noticing how the sand gets drier and more warming under the soles of the feet. And then you lie down in the sand. Maybe you take the palms out wide, begin to dig the fingers into the sand, feeling it dropping away. You begin to feel the sun drying the body from the tips of the toes up through the shins and calves. Begin to feel that warm nurturing through the knees and thighs, to the hips, belly, heart. Feel that warmth through the shoulders, the arms, the palms, the fingers, and then all the way up through the crown of the head. And you just lie here for a while on the beach, listening to the sounds of the waves, to the seagulls, feeling that beach breeze move over the body and the warm sun shining down on you. You can stay here on this beach as long as you need. When you're ready to exit the meditation, From wherever you are, seated or lying down, just bring a little movement to the fingertips and toes. Keep the eyes closed still, staying inward. Noticing any physiological changes in the body, the breath. And then draw the palms together in Anjali Mudra, palm to palm in front of the heart. Taking 3 more long rounds of breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Take a moment, find gratitude for your mini vacation. And I thank you so much for traveling with me today. Namaste.